Good morning, everyone. This is Boss Cube. I'll be your pilot for this flight. As you can see, it's raining here in Osaka. We landed when there was still some more or less nice weather, but the rain once again has caught up to us. But that's okay. Today we're gonna try to make it to. It might be a long flight, but we're gonna go near the water, and we're gonna make our way towards Himeji Castle. It's a castle I'd like to go check in Himeji. It's a bit down south there, but that's okay. We're gonna go there and then find a place to land in that area. So I hope you guys enjoy this flight. Let's get started, shall we? Lock those in position. As you now see, there's the rotor RPM that they've added to it. They've added a couple things. Some of the buttons here, DME marker and all that. They've added all that. They're still improving this helicopter, but that's all good. Let's see. Pedals work. Stick works. Alright, let's go. So we want to start heading south. Start heading south right away. I've activated the wiper as you see, but it doesn't do nothing to the windshield just yet. Hopefully it will eventually. We're going to be mostly flying on nav here because it's raining. Make sure all our lights are on for this. All is that. Thank you very much. Something cool they added when we're in the air. You can see we got a weather radar in front of us telling us where all the heavy rain is and whatnot. We're going to try to head for that like a little patch of nothing right there. So let's try to head for that. Then we're going to head over for the water. See if it actually is no rain right there. Right over here, very soon there shouldn't be any rain. Huh, it actually is. Alright, and then we're going to be heading back into the rain. Now we're going to head towards the water. That's a really cool weather radar we got there. Let's try to get us a little bit more altitude. As you can see, if we put the map over here and over here, it doesn't have the same settings because you actually have to. Wait a minute, I did click map. Yeah, the map doesn't appear on that one, which is kind of strange. That's okay. I'll use that screen to keep an eye on the engine. Welcome to Osaka, everyone. Let's go get our little friend Wikipedia here. See what they have to say about Osaka. Okay, Osaka is the designated city in the Kansai region. Yeah, I'm slowing down here. I just want to get a bit more altitude. Okay, I was saying, yeah. Is a designated city in the Kansai region of Honshu in Japan. It is the capital of the most populous city in Osaka Prefecture. Oh, look at that. All those islands there, reclamation land. And the third most populous city in Japan, following Tokyo and Yokohama. I'll start turning right. With a population of 2.7 million in 2020 census, it is also the largest component of the Keihanshin metropolitan area, the second largest metropolitan area in Japan, and the 10th largest urban area in the world. Wow, pretty big, with more than 19 million inhabitants. That's a pretty big area. Osaka was traditionally considered Japan's economic hub. By the Kofun period, 300 to 538, it had developed into an important regional port. In the 7th and 8th century, it served briefly as the imperial capital. Ah, cool. Oh, look at all these islands, and it looks like it's mostly like factories or commercial stuff. I guess I guess it would have to be, right? Because where else do you want to build big factories when there's no more land because it's all taken by housing? Also seems to be a helicopter there on top of the water that way. But that's not where we're going. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. Osaka continued to flourish briefly. No, continued to flourish during the Edo period and became known as the center of Japanese culture. Cool. Shame they didn't do all the bridges here. Look at that. And that's some heavy lightning right there. Following the Meiji Restoration, Osaka greatly expanded in size and underwent rapid industrialization. In 1889, Osaka was officially established as a municipality. The construction boom accelerated population growth throughout the following decade, and by 1900, Osaka was the industrial hub in the Meiji and Taisho periods. Osaka made noted contributions to redevelopment, urban planning, zoning standards, and post-war period. The city developed rapidly as one of the major financial centers in Kinhashin metropolitan area. Cool. Hey, is that a special building right there? Or is it just a normal building? Let's go have a look. We're still nowhere near the Himeji Castle, the one I'd like to see if it's in here. But we're gonna get there. Kind of wavy today, yeah? Man, there's a nice big storm here. That building looks interesting. I wonder what it is. Definitely not a normal or standard building. I haven't seen one of these randomly generated. Man, those flashes are way too intense. Cool building. Alright. Oh, what is that? There's like a tower right there. Like a mini Eiffel Tower right there. Some kind of aquatic base or museum or something is on the ground. Yeah, look at that. That is pretty cool. I don't know what that is. unfortunately. But it's pretty neat. Alright, let's keep going. Still got a ways to go before we find my castle. Interesting place nonetheless. I like it. Well, we seem to be heading into a clearing, which is good. We're gonna cut through the mountains here. Get to where Himeji Castle is. Himeji, I mean. There we go. Turn the wipers off. Looks like we need them that much. Getting these weird little chops here. Oh, definitely not in Osaka anymore, that's for sure. Ooh, look at that bridge. Let's go have a look. We're finally out of the rain. Yeah, that bridge was definitely inserted. I haven't seen a bridge like that yet. That bridge. That bridge is pretty cool. I wonder what its name. Hold on, let me try to find it here. So it's the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge. Huh, nice bridge. Yeah, that was definitely inserted into as a special bridge here because they don't make bridges like that normally. Cool. There must be a lot of cars that pass through this bridge every day. Alright, let's keep going towards Himeji. Still got quite a long ways to go, actually. I didn't think it was that far. Fine. I sure hope the castle's there, or else it would have been a long flight for nothing. Hmm. I wanted to follow the heading here. Not what I wanted to do. I know how to set it to altitude. Let's track an FAA. Huh. How do I tell you to follow your heading to where I want you to go? I guess I'll have to figure out how the autopilot works here. Because I don't know how to make it follow the heading. Oh, I just have to click on it. Okay. Excellent. That's simple enough. On the button here, you set your heading and you click it. That way we're sure we won't be crashing or anything, and it'll keep its altitude and heading, and everything is awesome. So for the heading, we're actually going to go a little bit towards the left. Like so. Oh, isn't that great? You guys are learning to fly this thing with me. Alright. Look at the beautiful Japanese countryside, though. This is great. Oh, what's funny is the controller here has almost as many buttons as the fighter aircraft would have. It's pretty crazy. Uh, Autopilot backup cut, that's a spare hat, beep trim release, I guess. Autopilot off reset, I guess that's for the autopilot. These two buttons, do they have anything? Nope, nothing there. I don't know what they're for. Alright. Beautiful scenery. be bad for all these clouds, but hey, at least we're not in the rain anymore. So if you wanted to use the vertical speed, it'd be that. A-tram. Ah, cool stuff. This messenger. Yes, I know there's no arrival airport. That's okay. Alright, where will my castle be? Should be getting close according to the map. So it would be somewhere past these mountains. On the other side of the little mountains we're getting to right here, I think. Yep, there's a pack of mountains right there. So if I set this like so, right behind the little mountains we're seeing, right behind those little hills there in front of us. On the other side should be Himeji Castle. Castle known for its white facade, plus towers, moats, passageways, and cherry blossom tree. It was built around 1613, and it still stands today. I don't. The Europeans aren't the only one that were able to build long-lasting castles. Everywhere in the world, you see stuff from a long time ago. So that's that river right here. Right now, we're passing over Kakogawa City, heading into Takasago, I think. I think this is Takasago. Yep, definitely is if I go with what I'm seeing here. And right after these mountains here, we would be in Himeji, and the castle would be right smack in the middle of it almost. Nice farms. Alright, let's see if we could see our white castle. It's probably going to be to the right of me. Like right in front, but a bit to the right if I'm looking at the map correctly. Definitely not that way. I do seem to be seeing a weird building right there. I'm going to take off the autopilot. We're going to go have a look. There's like a white building over there with a triangle top. It took us almost half an hour to get here. Oh yeah, I think that's it. I think that is it right there. Gonna do a flyover, turn around, and have a closer look. Right over there. Kind of hard to see in all the buildings, but yeah, definitely looks like a castle. Oh, Japanese style castle, anyways. Look at that, people. Himeji Castle is actually in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Really cool. That was worth the flight all the way over here for. And we're gonna do a nice little turnaround here. Look at that thing. Really nice. See the courtyards and everything and all the walls, man. So many walls. Let me try to get closer here as we drift sideways. Look at that cool castle. Oh, the buildings around? No? Okay. Eh, really cool. White walled, like they said. This is why I like helicopters. You could do maneuvers like these. That is really such a cool castle. Look at that, guys. I imagine this thing's been there since 1613 about. It stood the. It's been there for a while. Wonder if we could land here. Probably could. What would be the use? Oh, that is cool. All right, yeah, let's land in that clearing right there. Let's do that. Nice and smooth. Hey, look how tall that castle is, though. Imagine in the 1600s, man, having that tower overlooking the whole area. They'd be able to see invaders coming in from far. That is impressive. All right, let's head back to the airport. Let's try to use the navigation system here. Um, back. Flight plan. Uh, yeah, we don't really have an origin, so can we just use where we are? Not really. Okay. Can we go directly to an airport? Maybe. I don't know. Find me the nearest airport. Oh, we're going to RJOO. That's where we were going. Okay. Can we go there? Frequencies? No. Data not available. Not available. That is where we want to go. Hmm. I guess I can't just put a like get me to RJO. No, that it needs a flight plan. Okay. What would be the closest thing to here? Waypoint info. Let's just go for the closest VOR, I guess. No. Oh, there's no close ones. Intersections around us? No. And really is nothing close to us. Okay. Oh, let's just go back to the airport, I guess, using the map. Oh, that is one cool castle. Alright, let's get out of here. Goodbye, Himeji Castle. We're gonna head back for Osaka, utilizing the autopilot, and that's gonna be very good for us. Alright, let's activate that. Alright, let's start heading for RJO. I think we're gonna need to get a bit more altitude here. Let's go for 1,500. And the autopilot will take care of the rest. So it is a distance of 34.6 nautical miles, bearing 101. I guess we'll go that way. Bearing 101. That's our current heading right now. Not telling me our current heading, but we're gonna have to figure this thing out eventually. Let's see, frequencies, approach. Nope, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. That's okay though. Let's just enjoy the scenery as we head back towards the airport and say goodbye to Osaka. Well, more than Osaka, but Himeji and this whole area. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at these mountains and all that. Definitely heading back into the rain though. This kind of scenery reminds me a lot about around Sherbrooke and that kind of area. Like south of Montreal, although there's a lot more lakes and rivers over here compared to that area. At least as far as I remember. Look at that. Look at the way those houses are like placed. The farms and everything. That is just so awesome. And people driving on the farms because they don't know how to follow the road that's right beside it. We're going to be heading back into the rain over Osaka. We can see it in the distance over there. That's really well modeled in the rain. I like it. Shame the wiper doesn't work. Well, it does work, but I mean it doesn't wipe the windscreen. How you guys doing back there? Oh, there's no one. That is some very nice scenery. Definitely one of my longer tour flights, but that's because we went so far just to go see that castle. For our next flight out of Osaka, though, we're going to be heading directly to the heart of Tokyo. Probably a lot of stuff to look at over there. Definitely we're going to be going towards, I don't know if we're going to fly all the way to Mount Fuji and check it out from Tokyo, or if I'm just going to take off somewhere closer to Mount Fuji with the helicopter. But definitely want to tour Mount Fuji. Definitely. I wonder what that mound is. Like buildings on top of a mound right there. Some other castle way back then, but that hasn't been rendered in properly. Maybe. Looks cool. All the winding rivers and everything. That is one really cool radar. For the rain there, I could turn it off though if I wanted to, like so, or just keep it on. That's the HATOS, the ground avoidance system. And we're going to be getting in the rain very soon. There we go. We're in the rain. Well, we hear it anyways. We don't see it on the helicopter itself, but I guess that's because we're moving forward. I always sort of see it. Sort of. We look up. Now, there are some pretty high mountains there in front of us. Are we going to be okay? Turn the weather radar off. There are some mountains right there in front of us. I think we're gonna have to get some altitude. See if they disappear if we go to an altitude of 3,000 here. Yeah, you can see the green starting to disappear and the red also. Ah, so that's cool. The HTOS actually works. Nice. So even in zero visibility, we're sure not to smash into anything. They really got to tone down the flashes from the lightning. Kind of ridiculous. Now we're gonna stabilize at 26 because there's no more danger for us in front. Anyways, not the direction we're going. That'll enable us to accelerate. So we're going at 80 ground speed. We're going to be going back up to about 100. And I just like that. Look at that. The hazy rain and all that, making the visuals look really nice. barely see what's happening on the ground. But if you look that way, you can see the mountains that we would have smashed into if it wasn't for the TAWs here. See, if we did go, let's say, to 150 for our heading, we would actually smash into those mountains. We're gonna have to readjust here just a little tiny bit to get to. Yeah, you see it's bearing 113 now. A little more. There we go. That should bring us to the airport. Ah, it cleared up a little bit over here. This is the kind of countryside I would love to drive through if I could. It's like quite the contrast. Over here you got farmlands and everything, and just on this side you got urban development and nicely corded houses with a school and a pool and all that. That has to be a Japanese school right there. Ah, look at that interchange there right beside the mountains. How do you know where you're going? Oh, I guess you got to be used to living around here for that. Alright, we're gonna do something a little nuts here. Let's keep things interesting. Let's go down. Take the autopilot off here and make our way down. Fly through these mountains and whatnot. In this very heavy rain. And we're kind of overspeeding here a little. Oh, look at that. We're like really flying through the heavy rain and between these hills here. But it's gonna open up right in front of us. Hey, look at the TAWs. If we go anywhere backwards and keep this altitude, we'd smash into something. Awesome. This 145 is so much fun to fly. So smooth, and since the update it feels smoother than it was. Like even easier to take off with. It doesn't pull as much on the right as it used to. Maybe that's just me going nuts, or I compensate with the stick because I'm used to it pulling right when we take off there. But I don't know. This is cool. So yeah, we don't really see much because of all this heavy rain. But we're practically at the airport soon. Yeah, 3.8 miles to go. Man, that thing flashes. Just for the sake of it, let's put the wiper on. Because it's cool to see going. Hello, big factory. We're starting to see the lights from the airport there. Barely make out the tower in the rain, but that's definitely our airport. Alright, we're gonna start slowing down. Nice pools right there. Or a plane come and smash into us, I hope. And we're gonna make our way down and land more or less where we took off from. Such a smooth helicopter to operate. Really fun. Is that a... Yeah, that is a helicopter H. Okay, let's try landing on that. Looks like there's a private jet waiting for us too. Still not the best at this, but I'm getting there. Alright. Ah, not bad at all, and I'm sort of in the circle. I could have been a bit more forward, but that's okay. Open up these little doors here. Go back to idle. There we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this rainy tour. We actually got to see a pretty cool castle. One of the longer tours, almost an hour long, but it was worth it. We got to try some new stuff and see some new scenery. So, next stop, we're going to Tokyo. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. This is Boss Cube signing off. Stay safe, everyone.